chess piece moves. I want to be able to set up the final trial to kind of set some final chess piece moves that would work during the Section 1983 case, just to make sure we're not leaving any stone unturned, any question unasked, and make sure that we're just doing everything we need to do to set up basically a slam dunk case.
Okay. So, Bryce, I hate to tell you this. There is no such thing as a slam dunk case. Bryce, did you have a story to tell or a question to ask?
I have first a question, which may lead into a story. We are finishing up our dependency case, hopefully in the next month or two. Thank God our child was not taken, even though they did have a pickup order to take her. But I can get into that detail if needed later. What I'm looking for now is to acquire an attorney or two to file a Section 1983 case against CPS up here in Washington, knowing full well that what we currently possess, based on our current attorney, states that we should probably find one in California, because most likely this will be going to the Ninth Circuit. So I wasn't sure if you had expertise in the Ninth Circuit or if you knew anybody that we could reach out to down in the California area that would work on a Section 1983 case. Partly because I know a lot of this is chess piece moves. I want to be able to set up the final trial to kind of set some final chess piece moves that would work during the Section 1983 case, just to make sure we're not leaving any stone unturned, any question unasked, and make sure that we're just doing everything we need to do to set up basically a slam dunk case.
Okay. So, Bryce, I hate to tell you this. There is no such thing as a slam dunk case under 42 U.S.C. 1983.
Okay.
Do not fool yourself about that. But let me ask you, in one sentence, why do you think you have a 1983 case against the state or county in Washington?
In one sentence. Let's see here. Prosecutorial misconduct, perjury statements both under oath to obtain writs of habeas corpus, as well as constitutional violations.
What constitutional violations, like what?
Fourth Amendment violations, forced hospital examinations, police entering backyards, arrests held without bail, looking through garbage, and then potentially 13th and 14th in the sense that they're forcing us to take classes and the rest of it. But that's a little bit more of a reach. And then finally, private actors working as state actors, specifically the hospital, Seattle Children.
It sounds like you've done some research on 42 U.S.C. 1983, the federal civil rights laws.
Yes, sir. And I've been listening to Green versus Camarada and the 3 or 4 other ones, Hardwick versus County of Orange, kind of going through and picking their oral arguments and the rest of it and getting how they won their case. Now, I do it because I like learning. Will I get an attorney? Absolutely. But I like to be versed so I know and understand things as well.
There are some very good attorneys in California that handle these types of matters, including my office. But let me give you a couple names of colleagues. They're not really, buddies of mine, but I know them just from this area of law. You ready?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
The first one is a guy by the name of Sean McMillan. He's somewhere in San Diego County.
I have his name already. Thank you. That's a great second reference.
The next one is a guy by the name of Donnie Cox, C-O.
Yes. Perfect. That's the second one I have as well.
He's also in San Diego.
Okay.
The third one is a guy. His first name is Robert. I can't think of his last name offhand. He's in San Jose. San Jose area.
Okay.
And then there's another guy. Somebody told me he was semi-retired, but I spoke to him a few months ago, and he said he was still working. David Benavides.
Benavides?
Yeah, Benavides,
Okay.
and he's somewhere in the Bay Area.
And you had mentioned that your law office does do these types of cases as well too.
Oh yeah.
I will leave it entirely up to you. I would love to get the video surveillance and all the documents and timelines and the rest of it in front of you to just see if it would be a case that you would be interested in first.
Okay.
And then second, obviously if there is an interest there, to see if you would come on either as co-counsel or at least from an information standpoint for our dependency case, to see if there's any specific cross-examination questions that should be asked while on the witness stand, either from myself or my wife or anybody that CPS brings up to the stand, to button our case up a little bit more, specifically to the perjury statements, or what would need to be required for a Section 1983 case to agreed, not be a slam dunk, but be better.
Okay. Do this. Call my office tomorrow. Make an appointment to talk to me during the week.
Your office is on Sunday?
Yeah, surprisingly enough, there's a couple receptionists that work on Sunday.
Okay.
888-652, 888-888-6582. Give me a call, make an appointment, and I'll speak to you early next week. Okay, Bryce?
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your time.